Ah, the jukebox. Let's start with this song. It literally says welcome to Valhalla. Let's see, anything else I want to add? That's the song from the menu. Yeah, that's good. Just want something catchy, like jazzy kind of stuff. Yeah. Sure. Good for health, bad for? Yeah, I could see this. Who was I? Nah. I want something catchy. Yeah, sure. A gaze that invited. Nah. Umemoto. Nah. All systems go. Yeah. Where do I go from here? Nah. Nope. Everything will be okay. Nope. March of the White Knights. Alright. Yeah, and I'm running a bar here. I don't want to put my clients to sleep. I want them to drink. Those who dwell in shadows. Yeah, sure. Nighttime maneuvers. That does not fit with my image of a bar. Nope. Nah. Nah. Nope. Kind of. I don't know. It's not bad. I could go with this. Let's see. Last song. Yeah, these two songs will work as kind of like a wind down. Okay. I think those are the 12 songs I'll go with this time. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey you, get me a beer. Oh, sure, right on it. What's a beer? Looks like quite the big guy go. Let's go with beer. 1 of this, 2 of this, 1 of this, 2 of these, and 4 of these. Mix it and serve. Here you go. No, this isn't gonna cut it. Give me a big one. Sure. So that beer wasn't enough apparently. And when he says big, I mean it's just double the ingredients. So, 4 of these, and 8 Karmatrines. There we go. 20 in total. Traditionally, beard brew has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close. How about this one? Ah, yes, now this one's fit for a man like me. Right. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey the 3rd. Wonder what happened to the second one. Huh. What kind of work do you do, Mr. We're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, no relation to J. Jonah Jameson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. Yeah, so he's in charge of the Augmented Eye. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the Mrs. and her kids. I'm not gonna ask why the kids need it, but yeah, I'm not complaining about the fact you read about the hacker, just that you read about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, my interns do. Poor bastards think it'll help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors. Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems as is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go out bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get people get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now, you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. That's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot, and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. That brings money, and like I said, money's good. Huh, I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about that is they know half our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. And I think you're being too harsh. What about... No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critique column? Shit, forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's... that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. He wants another beer? And I'm guessing he wants it big this time as well. And he's a big man. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mix and serve. Beer. Ah, it's the big things that make life worthwhile. Yeah, so he wants big beers. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Right. So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who was that? Nobody important. Some John guy. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You could think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really. At least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. Especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love, fall from grace. Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs. What they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Oh, please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. It sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they could think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, brat? But two can play that game of... You looking for a big word there, buddy? Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Pinky and the brain. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general. But Mr. Donovan, now that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh gods, no. But I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss or their name appearing in their paychecks. But rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something. What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Ah, yes. But I need to cut myself off. I just remembered I have a night shift later. Give me something bitter and big, but not alcoholic. I need to wake myself up. I can do that.